Welcome back, everybody. So, we're starting to live normal. Today I am drinking a Kona Spiked Island Seltzer Fruit Punch. Just bought it yesterday.
Nice.
We'll give it a try.
But there's just one thing, you see.
Oh, excellent. It's also 5% alcohol. So, if you're looking for some alcohol and a nice seltzer, Kona Spiked Seltzer. Very good. So, went back to school this week, starting work. Before I even went back, the day before school started, one of the squirrels' teachers sent a video introducing himself and said he just got out of college. So the squirrel said, "Great, I got the new guy." So that guy may not know what he's in for right now. So we go back to school and I get dressed. It was the first time I put on a belt in 5 months. And it fit. The heck with you, Quarantine 15. It was actually smaller. So I take that as a huge win. Just remember, it is day 187 of the pandemic that was supposed to be 15 days to flatten the curve. Flatten the curve. We went from flatten the curve to find a cure. Last time I checked, AIDS has been around for about 40 years, still haven't found a cure. So if we're looking for that, we're never going to get back to where we were. But I do have a feeling that the virus will have a cure or vaccine November 4th or sometime in January, depending upon who wins the election. Just my thoughts. Just throwing it out there. So, remember, stupid is forever. It's like a diamond, and you can't fix it. But going back to work, I realized, and it was acknowledged once again, that there are such things as stupid questions. You've never heard a stupid question until you've been on a Zoom chat with an administrator, and 200 teachers. And the funny thing is, you always know who's going to ask the question, don't you? I don't think any of you are watching this video, but you know exactly who I'm talking about. Unbelievable, because it's over, and then there's one more stupid question. So it's more than just one. So yes, you can ask stupid questions. Another thing, when I'm on these Zoom meetings, if I played a drinking game for every time they said unprecedented times or the new normal, I'd be loaded in 10 minutes. Tops. Schools, they're just getting crazy. Crazy. We have protests everywhere. Still, more protests. More protests. You know what I like to protest? The superintendent, the administrators who went to the wishing well and just threw a roll of quarters in and hoping for the best. But that's not me. There is a 17-year-old boy out in Suffolk County who is protesting, peacefully mind you, going to school because he doesn't believe in a hybrid program. He was arrested and brought to the jail. Arrested for going to school. Not for rioting, not for looting, for wanting to learn. What a shame. A crime, getting some knowledge. Maybe that's why they think the 18 to 24 population is stupid. Unbelievable. So, over these last few months, things have been really nuts with the protests. So, can we just cut off the West Coast? Portland, 7 morons get in the car and drive down the freeway. 7 brains in his car and decide to stop on the freeway. I'm just going to stop on the exit ramp and see what happens. We're protesting. What are you protesting? A short merge? Traffic? Pollution? 7 people in that car and that's the best you have? Another group in Portland protesting naked. Naked. Yep. What are they protesting? Clothes. Don't know. Naked. Can't take all these protests anymore. Get back to the West Coast. You have a gender party that caused this massive fire. Now, I don't know what's going on with the government in the West Coast, but they seem to be just as bad as DeBozio and Cuomo here. So, maybe some legislation for forest fires should have taken precedent over plastic straws. Just saying. Plastic straws, fires, I don't know. Your priority's a little messed up. I knew something was going on when you made the laws so pedophiles could commit crimes easier. You heard me right. Easier for pedophiles. Can we just take a saw like Bugs Bunny and cut that part of the country off? I mean, really. We have Cuomo here who renamed the virus the European virus. Why? Because of hate. That's it. It's strictly hate. Strictly hate. I've got a presidential election coming up in 2 months, whatever it is. And there's only 2 platforms. It's I am Trump and I'm great, I am Joe Biden, who is not Trump, and I'm going to be greater. That's it. That's all you know. So vote on who's going to be less or more great, because who the hell knows what their platforms are? Please, give me some ideas. Unbelievable. California's the worst. So then we get back some of my weekly observations. I went out to the food store the other day, and there's a woman there. She had a mask on. She had surgical gloves on. She reached into her bag and got out paper towels and the old school golden Lysol and sprayed everything down. I'm watching her spraying. It is comical these days. The virus isn't getting any better. It's less than 1%. Come on, move forward. Then, the NFL will be playing the Black National Anthem before every game. One, I never knew there was a Black National Anthem. 51 years old, never heard of it. Now, my second question is, what nation is it? Wakanda? What exactly is the Black Nation? Because to have an anthem for a nation, you must have a nation. I mean, really, come on. Then we have another observation. If you have enough room in your glass to spin your wine, your glass isn't full, dude. You got to get it to the top, sip it down, and work your way out. So here on the home front, everything's going good this week. The kids are going back to school. So my wife hasn't burned any of their clothes when they got home, so we're safe there. Max got in trouble one day coming home, and he had to get punished. And he said it was the worst social injustice he's ever seen. So God only knows what's going on. But his defense, he hasn't seen a lot. Then we have my wife, who asked me 100 times, do I want something? And I say no. She buys it anyway, and she's surprised that I'm not grateful. Am I obligated to say thank you? Not really sure. Not really sure I'm obligated. And a word of advice, if you have a day off and your wife does it, she gets home and says, what'd you do today? The correct answer is not nothing. You need to come up with something. That's my bad. That's my stupidity. Good news, Joe Exotic wrote Trump a formal letter asking to be released, pardoned. Joe must have heard me. Somebody's listening. Get him out, man. Get him out. Please remember these last things before I say goodbye. Life is much harder when you're stupid. So don't be stupid. And for the last thing, yesterday was 9/11. My cheers and my glass today is everybody we lost, all the souls, all the heroes, all the victims living, and let's not forget the people who are still here suffering. I love you all. Give somebody a big hug and kiss, because tomorrow isn't guaranteed. And you're all my friends. Cheers.